about you, but I think everyone has a moment in their life which defines everything that they think they are. And for me, this is it.
I love spontaneity. So I was offered a last-minute holiday by the train line, who have a mobile tickets app. I had to go on the app, pick a place in the UK, anywhere, and then just go there. By train, obviously. When I was 10 years old, I went on a school holiday to a place called Cutforth in North Wales. Several things happened on this trip which I think defined so much of who I am and how I think, and I wanted to take you with me on the journey.
So the story I want to tell today starts here. Our school were making a little film on this journey, and I had been chosen to play the part of Luke Skywalker.
And this is the first time in my life that I remember feeling special. Like, genuinely special. Not like my parents tell me I'm special. Like, I felt really special. However sad that is. And so I really wanted to go back there so I could feel special again, I guess.
We're here.
My God.
Train boys.
Okay, so this is where we're staying, in this lovely cottage in the Welsh countryside. But then, over here, just next to it, is this older cottage which looked like it was taken down by a hurricane or something. So I hope that doesn't happen to our house. Please, Hurricane Lord. It's very considerate, by the way, of the hurricane to leave this window. Thank you, hurricane. The roof, though? No, that's gone. Rolling.
I think we should walk.
Why? Because it takes an hour and 20 minutes.
Yes. It takes an hour and 20 minutes until the bus arrives. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 2 hours.
Oh,
I think we should hitchhike.
should we try and hitchhike? Should we actually try? Oh, that's terrifying.
It's only 11-minute drive.
Excuse me! Okay, we're going to try this. We're going to actually try this. Someone, quickly, hitchhike, Evan! Hitchhike! Hitchhike! Ignored. Rejected. Are they stopping? No. Oh, it's a camper van. Come on. No. No. Disappointing. Let me in your car. Yeah. No.
Eventually, we did manage to flag someone down, but that someone was a taxi, which cost us £15. But we were at Carnarvon Castle.
Now, I very much believe that things that seem tiny and insignificant in your childhood can have a massive effect on your life down the line. They may give you a tiny nudge, but that tiny nudge over the course of your life can turn into a giant diversion, and one example of this in my life from this holiday is this.
About 14 years ago, I stood here with my 20 other classmates, and we stood here on this spot and we sang the song Danny Boy.
12 years later, when I was writing the screenplay for my film, I wrote this scene, which has now been cut, but...
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling.
Now, this moment of being Luke Skywalker did two things to me. Firstly, it started off my love of being on camera. I've made my own little films ever since I was 8 years old, but I never thought to be in them. It's very possible that if this hadn't happened, then I would never have been drawn to make YouTube videos. Which is very scary, because I like this thing I do. And secondly, it gave me a confidence, or maybe arrogance, in myself that I had never had before. As a kid, I always felt like I was the center of the universe, but today, on this day, the universe seemed to agree. It didn't matter if I'd been bullied, it didn't matter if I felt like I was a loser. I was Luke Skywalker, and the teachers chose me. So what was I gonna do with this newfound confidence?
Here is the place where I asked out the first girl I ever fancied, a girl called Emily. I was in love with her, and she said, I don't think I'm old enough to have a boyfriend yet.
Smart girl.
And I said, come on, Emily, we're 10 now. It's time to start thinking about the future.
In that moment, I went from being sure that I was special to being reminded that I was nothing. And this is nobody's fault, by the way, this is all in my head. But that night I realized that I wasn't Luke Skywalker because I was special. I was Luke Skywalker because I happened to be called Luke. That was it. I think it was the realization at a young age that I'm not the center of the universe that got me started on some kind of journey towards external meaning or purpose. I know that's a bit deep for a 10-year-old, but really I do believe that. Because I'm objectively worth nothing. What does matter is what I do. And if I do good things, that's worth something. And if people on the internet like me, I am worth something, right? That day was still the moment I learned that I loved being on camera. If my teachers hadn't asked me to be Luke Skywalker, I might not have started YouTube. I might not have met Evan. I might not have exercised in my pants in the Welsh countryside. I might not have asked out Emily, made a film, gotten mugged on the underground, sung a song about a girl, moved to London, come out but not really, eaten spicy tampons or talked about depression. You might not be sat here right now, and from all the things that you then go and do after watching this video, the world could be an entirely different place. The point is not that I am the center of the universe, it's that we are all the center of our own universe. And everything you do every day matters. You matter. And even if you feel hurt or pain or rejection in the moment, it can turn into something so much greater in the long run. You know, or you could just see this as a story of a young boy getting rejected and reading too much into it. That also would make sense. So I want to know, if you can, let me know down in the comments, if you had to pick one, what would the defining moment of your life be? Thank you so much to the Train Line for sponsoring me to do this video. I'm sure when you approached me, you didn't expect to fund my existential crisis across Wales, you just wanted me to go on holiday. But honestly, I had such a great time, so thank you so much. I think taking short, cheap breaks to give yourself time to reflect on your existence is such a powerful and underappreciated thing. So please, if you would like to take a well-deserved break, download the Train Line app in the link in the description below and grab a mobile ticket. It's so easy, it doesn't drain your battery, it doesn't need internet once you've downloaded it. It's brilliant. And also it's great because I'm always late to the train and I don't have to get the little ticket out of the machine, it's just there. Fabulous. Thank you. You saved me missing a train. I always do that. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please let me know your defining moments down in the comments below. Luke Skywalker out.
Two other fantastic YouTubers, Eve and Jessica, have done very similar but also significantly different videos to mine with the Train Line, so please check out the videos here on the links on the screen or in the description box below. Thank you and have a nice life.